Are you ready, kids?
Stop! 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 I got demonetized last time. Stop! 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 Stop!
If you hit one of the buttons
What?
on the side of a
Stop!
lifeguard tower, the reflector will turn.
Okay, this is fine.
Connect all the...
Let's do it, baby. Woo! Oh! What skill? Your promo code is invalid. Oh yeah, Hyena. Hyena, for the Goods for the People website tag that we have in chat, can you remove the promo code? It seems to have Wait! What is this fucking game? It's fucking SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, you fucking pleb. The fuck do you mean, what is this game? We just passed by the fucking title part. Yeah, uncultured. We spend all this time talking about AAVE. It's clear you know nothing about white culture, but I'm here to show you. Oh my god, this guy's got a fucking weather... Oh, he's got 2 weather hoops. 3! Wait, how many does he get? Okay, up to 3. This game looks surprisingly good. I would say it's like kind of the Dark Souls of collectathons.
You just met the Sponginator.
Ooh, I love hearing that one 4 or 5 times a playthrough. What was the autistic stuff about earlier? Just tuned in. Oh, we and the other kings in chat were just arguing over whether or not women can actually have autism. We all agree that they cannot, of course. Gotta save him. You're welcome.
Oh no! The children's balloons have been overfilled! They're carrying the children out of control!
I don't know, Mrs. Puff. It looks like they're having a lot of fun.
Yes, too much fun if you ask me. You can save the children by bubble bashing each of the balloons. Bubble bash all the balloons, then come see me for a reward.
Can do, Mrs.
She's gonna offer some dome. Please, Mrs. Puff. I've tried to pass my driving test so many times. Wouldn't you accept that gay men tend to be more accepting of men being kind of geeky / socially awkward? Generally speaking, yeah, I would say. Maybe a little bit? Do you think having your autism diagnosis like on record has ever held you back in any capacity? Nope, because it never was put on record. I had my autism diagnosed when I was young, and the doctor, after diagnosing, I had already been diagnosed with ADHD, and the doctor said after diagnosing me that if like that I had autism, or at least that he thought I had autism, and that if he did the full like prescription, that is to say, like he was made this publicly known, that in all likelihood my school would put me in the special education class, because back then the way we treated autistic people and stuff was worse than how we do now. It would have been kind of like an automatic deference to like a lower educational course, and I didn't want that, and my parents didn't want that, so we actually withheld on the like official diagnosis. What do you think about not being able to say master bedroom? I say master bedroom. In private, of course.
Number 1 in the Bikini Bottom scavenger hunt, 3 years running. Thank you.
Would you say autistic girls will always be more valued than autistic guys? But no. Also, what does valued mean? That's a very sort of broad term.
Boy, Patrick will be glad to have this back.
I do think male disposability is a real thing. The idea that, like, that women should all be protected and they're all dainty and, like, men can kind of, you know, be sacrificed for higher values, but women should be protected, you know, that kind of stuff. I do think that's a real thing. It's not exclusively to the benefit of women, but it is a thing that happens. Since I'm half black and half white, do I get to use all the words or none of the words? Sorry, Jessie Liz, it's all or nothing. You get to use no language. You do not get to say words. In all likelihood, the reason why so many trans people are autistic probably has a lot more to do with the fact that the characteristics associated with autism, like an inability to read social cues, weird like relationship to stimulus and that kind of stuff, can probably all be exacerbated by a deep sense of discomfort with your assigned identity and body. That stuff can probably like affect that to a pretty significant degree. Like, imagine trying to learn how to socially interact with other people at a young age when you don't even feel, like, remotely comfortable in your own identity or what people call you. I can imagine that probably, like, tweak with some stuff. It's shit that everyone thought women could not have autism. Well, they can't, obviously. Do you ever go nonverbal? Do I ever look like I go nonverbal? Is that an impression you get from your limited experience viewing me? I want that fucking watermelon. I'm dying to be convinced drag is anything other than gender blackface. Are you like a TERF? That's a super common TERF talking point. Boy. No? Okay. I trust you. Alright. If you say so. Go! You think this can phase me? After all the first-person platforming I did in Black Mesa, you think this can phase me? The Dark Souls. The Dark Souls. Collect. I'm phasing. I'm phasing. Oh, whoops. Here's my hot take. Being a woman is drag face. Go ahead, cancel me. I don't care. Whoop. Yeah! Wait, I just sounded like Patrick when I did that. That wasn't intentional.
Have you been lonely out there all alone? How many of these do I have to carry?
I don't understand what the point of these are. These little... Can you stream at a higher bitrate? You want a higher bitrate? My bitrate is already double what it needs to be for 1080p 60 FPS output.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
Hit the tower near Larry with SpongeBob first. Whoa. 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 Yep. Cock. Nope. Cock. Your face is so compressed, though? Then that's YouTube's compression. That doesn't have anything to do with my bitrate. You watch Jimmy Snow, Mr. Atheist? I actually got a Twitter DM from Mr. Atheist that I have to respond to. Pretty neat. So I guess we're gonna talk soon? Is Pog white culture? Yeah, probably. No, yeah, Pog is Asian culture. Pepe the Frog is our culture, okay? Have I ever talked to Ben Burgess? No, but I'm supposed to soon. We have to have a debate about class reductionism that I'm really not looking forward to. Because there are things about Ben Burgess that I respect a lot, and I know for a fact the conversation is going to turn into a shit show very quickly. Oh man, all the way over there, huh? How do I get over there? In like a cannon or something. Gonna get whipped by Daddy Burgess? I wouldn't be too confident. I'm pretty fucking confident in my positions on class reductionism.
Cha-ching!
Never actually played Dark Souls. Is it fun? Oh, it's incredibly fun. You ever watched On the Spectrum on Netflix? No, I have not. Is that an autism show? I can't watch shows about autism. I don't feel represented, okay? No, it's so hot in here. And a baby as well? Get a dog? I don't want a dog. Brianna Gray, Joy Gray, Bernie's former press secretary, is a class reductionist. Yeah, I kind of felt that way. What is this? Yeah, there's no way to systemically disenfranchise black people when they all make the same amount of money and have same economic power. There's no possible way other forms of... You do realize that the whole point of proving systemic racism exists is proving that there are racial biases outside existing economic biases. That economics doesn't explain all of the subjugation and prejudice black people experience. she's literally conceding the argument racists make, that there's no such thing as systemic racism because it is all just economics. She's making a Ben Shapiro argument.
Time for a little sleepy sneak.
The fuck is this dragon? This does not feel like a SpongeBob enemy. That tweet is from 3 years ago. She's an adult and a professional. I feel fine judging her for what she tweets here. This drag is blackface dipshit is just saying turf stuff now. Well, what's their name in chat?
Number 1 in the Bikini Bottom scavenger hunt, 3 years running. Thank you.
What's your take on Philosophy Tube's warranted Twitter drama? What do you mean? Oh wait, I want to go over there. Come on. What? No. No. Just type out the drama. Don't. No! Type out the drama. Don't fucking.
Uh-oh, I can't swim!
Cool, Sponge. Her name is Salvia Joe. Salvia Joe, stop being a turf. There we go. Cool. Wait, why didn't I bounce? I don't know, I feel like you're being harsh and Brianna. No, I'm not, dude. The myth, the idea that black people would face no subjugation if everyone were at economic parity is a Ben Shapiro talking point. I'm tired of hearing it. It's dumb. You could absolutely construct a society where there is complete economic parity, but black people are still second-class citizens. Like, literally, what if everyone's economically equal, but there are Jim Crow laws in place, so they have to occupy, like separate housing? In that sense, you could have a completely equal economic positions. Like, there are a million things. Miscegenation laws can be a thing. No. Do I see this? Stop linking me things. What if white people just don't like black people very much? It's like these motherfuckers are out here pretending there was no fucking ethnic or racial discrimination in the Soviet Union.
It shines.
Yeah, but is there any real risk of that happening? Yes. What do you mean? Do you really think that if we just snapped our fingers and fixed economic inequality between the races in this country right now, that it would get rid of systemic racism? Isn't economics political? Everything's political. It would help, but not completely? Yeah, it would help. Of course it would help.
Water rising. Must get to higher.
Whoa, wait, whoa. That kind of snuck up on me. But Vaush, segregation would be another form of economic deprivation. That's why segregation was so bad. The separate things were all worse. Wait, are you saying separate but equal would be okay if it was equal? Are you saying separate but the only problem with separate but equal is that it wasn't actually equal? Like that separate but equal would have been okay if actually all the different facilities had been of the same quality? What if the country is just still racist? What if people still think AAVE is ghetto speak? What if judges still don't like black people very much? What if police officers still think black men look more threatening and more dangerous? Like, think out these fucking arguments. I don't know, it just feels weird to me that you're more willing to call out leftists who are little class reductionists, but constantly give Destiny a pass for saying leftists need to shut the fuck up and liberate black people instead of focusing class. Dropnack, when the living fuck have I ever said that Destiny's constant attacks on leftists are okay? What do you mean? My last 4 debates with him were on the subject of his uncharitability towards leftists and left-leaning positions. I say every time I mention Destiny positively, I preface it by saying, but also he's being a dipshit about the lefty arc. I'm feeling spicy in here today.
No.
Oh, you mean Philosophy Tube's statement that the economy is just like horoscopes? Yeah, that was pretty fucked up. How he implied horoscopes are fake like that.
You've just met the Sponginator.
No! A great example of discrimination without economic aspects is Jewish people. Ah, you're right. That's totally correct. Anybody who believes that the only way to racially oppress groups is through economic power would then have to argue that Jews are not discriminated against in the United States of America. That is a perfect encapsulation of the issue. Not only are Jews not economically discriminated against, they're economically privileged. Jews are overrepresented in many positions of power when it comes to the economy, and they have an average family wealth which is significantly higher than... What the fuck? The non-Jewish whites.
Go, SpongeBob. It's your birthday.
So are Jews not an oppressed group? Is it possible that there are 1,000 little cultural ways they can be oppressed even if they have economic power? Or are we all baby brains? Do we all have tiny baby brains? Who's a baby brain? Baby brains in chat, rise up. Hypers.
Hammer. I did it.
Dark Souls. Destiny's been saying mean things about Shoe on Head. Yep. But I'm not white knighting for Shoe on Head. She's a big girl. She can take care of herself. I do disagree with the stuff that Destiny says about Shoe on Head, though, of course. I know, Voidgun. I know. People are upset by Philosophy Tube's iPhone comment. I don't know why. Well, it betrays a pretty significant lack of understanding
I love opening presents.
on that particular issue. Wait, what the fuck? So we're done with this? What did he say? He said something like, guys, I just learned, if you spend $300, if China spends $300 manufacturing an iPhone, and then it's sold in the US for $900, that $900 is counted towards our GDP, even though the $600 in between was nothing. Like it didn't exist, like we just made it up. Or something like that. That was basically the gist of what he tweeted. Is that wrong? Yes, that is wrong. That is not how the economy works. No. Explain? What? Okay. What actually happens? Okay. So first of all, the GDP is an assessment of the total monetary value of all the goods and services that are exchanged within 1 year within a country. That's your gross domestic product. It's not the only way of measuring the strength of an economy, but it's generally the most popular way, okay? So, first of all, the implicit assumption being made in the tweets by PhilosophyTube presume that there's something wrong with that being the case. GDP isn't meant to be a measurement of the total raw productive capacity of a country. What it's meant to be is an indication of how much economic activity is taking place within a country. And why that's useful is because the fact that iPhones are sold for a lot of money in the States is an indication, among other things, that United States citizens have enough money to be able to afford iPhones that cost $900. Essentially, the markup is still valuable in economic terms because it describes a meaningful component of our economic value here. Second of all, the idea that the only thing that takes place in between China and America's sales cost is a markup is ridiculous for a number of reasons. First of all, the cost of producing a good is not just the raw material it took to produce it. If it takes China, like say, $50 to produce an iPhone, which I believe is actually about the amount it takes to produce, more or less, I could be wrong on that, but I think it's about $50. That is the labor and the resources that it took for them to put that together. What about the resources that it took to mine the raw materials to produce them, and then the money that it took to ship those materials to China? What about the money that it then took to ship that finished product over to America? What about the enormous amount of money that goes into paying for the salaries of Apple's employees, CEO, so on and such forth? What about the money that goes into their tech support and customer service work? What about the money that goes into the repairs that they do, that they then have to subsidize and expedite to other production? The point that I'm getting at here is that it's a really, really complicated economic puzzle. So when PhilosophyTube tweeted that, it belied... And advertising, yeah, that's pretty expensive. It belied kind of blithe ignorance. Does that make sense? Again, I'm not saying that this means capitalism is good or whatever. I'm just saying I feel it's what a lot of lefties do is they think because capitalism is bad, that means that it's stupid or that it's simple. And neither of those things are the case. Capitalism is insanely complicated, and it's also in many ways extremely efficient. It's just that its efficiency goes in the wrong directions very often. Our critiques of capitalism, in this respect, stem not from its oversimplicity, but from the effects that it has on the world.
I did it!
Does that make sense?
My hero! You've saved the children. Here's a golden spatula.
Well, capitalism
as a
is
reward.
stupid, but not like that stupid. Is PhilosophyTube still good? Yes. Very good. Yeah, it's efficient at what it sets out to do, yes. I just don't like what it sets out to do. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
One of the biggest you know how my channel in large part is about fighting the stereotype that lefties are all hyper-triggered SJWs? Another stereotype that we need to fight, like seriously fight, is the stereotype that we're kind of just like dumb college kids who all majored in like underwater basket weaving and therefore know basically nothing about how capitalism works, and our criticisms come from like a place of ignorance. That's one of the other like really big, that we're all just sort of like dumb, like, oh, it's stupid, capitalism's dumb. Why not just be a soakdem and use taxes to fill all capitalism's problems? Do you actually want an answer to that? Like a really, really long answer? Like an extremely long answer to that? Because I can list all the things that social democracy can't... Okay. So first of all, it must be recognized that the material circumstances of any era are largely to be dictated by the political and economic systems in which that era takes place. By that nature, it should be noted that while it is not, in fact, impossible to have things like free mandatory education for all citizens and a right to free speech under a monarchy, those things are significantly less likely than they would be to manifest in a system which has a functioning democracy. That is to say, it is conceivable that somebody during the 14th century in France could be saying, well, you want freedom of speech? Well, you can just petition for it here under the king, and eventually maybe he'll change his mind, and that could well be true, but the fact remains nonetheless that democracy is a far better means by which you could achieve those ends. This is what I say about many things with regards to capitalism and socialism. It is possible, hypothetically, conceivably, in a vacuum, to achieve many social ends within a capitalist system merely by waiting on the better and the kindness and the charity of the capitalists who rule over us, but I do not believe that this system naturally leads to those outcomes. In fact, I believe that all progress that we make under capitalism is a tooth and nail struggle against people with power, which is obviously not optimal when it comes to making long-standing changes. So with that being said, now to the things we need with regards to socialism. First of all, socialism goes a long way towards addressing alienation in the workplace. One of the greatest moral crimes we have committed to the average man is their inability to meaningfully relate to the way in which they contribute to the world. The average person nowadays works a highly corporate, highly ostracized, highly atomized job where their workplace is sterilized and does not in any way cater to their individual interests. They do not see themselves reflected back in the work they produce. This makes humans very despondent and upset. You don't hate Mondays, you hate capitalism. People have worked, that is to say, people have produced value for thousands, tens of thousands of years, but the current anomie we experience, the thing that makes so many of you hate your jobs when you get up every morning at 6:30 so you can quickly shower and then fucking force feed yourself some eggs and bacon before running off to a job where you can make $8.50 an hour doing something that nobody will thank you for. This is very, 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 very much a product of a modern set of economic standards which are not catered to the interests of the average worker. Additionally, you have raw economic problems, like the falling rate of profit. The fact that capitalism has externalities on its own which cannot be meaningfully redressed through social democracy, like the fact that any capitalist institution will have firms which attempt to produce products and market those products at rates which will inevitably lead towards not only ecological decline, but economic collapse following the almost exponential decrease in the ability for these firms to push their products out at prices that are sustainable. In a competitive market, of course, assuming that it hasn't all been taken over by monopolies, which is another big problem with capitalism that seems to keep happening over and over and over again. Okay. All right. Additionally, speaking in terms of political theory, I consider it something of a moral crime that so much political and economic power is reserved in the hands of a very small group of people whose power is afforded to them exclusively through their ability to perform well in a marketplace that does not necessarily reward contribution to society. In such a system, we near guarantee that we are ruled over not only by the incompetent, but by the sociopathic. Look now at the crop of people who rule over us. Look at our politicians. Look at our masters. These are not public servants. These are not people who have a deep-seated interest in the character of this country or of this planet, frankly.
A little shade on a hot day.
These are people who have optimized their performance.
A little shade on a hot day.
Shut up. These are people who have optimized their performance in a very narrow market. That is not to say bad rulers cannot happen under socialism. However, and this is my greatest criticism of capitalism, the fact remains that in any system where capital can buy political power and influence, democracy cannot meaningfully function. In what world is it a democracy, one man, one vote, when having more money affords you the ability to buy ad space, affords you the ability to pay off politicians, to lobby, to give money to news organizations, to prioritize your stories, to ignore stories unfavorable to you? In what society are these things democratic? Democracy and capitalism are fundamentally antithetical, because democracy prioritizes the will and the mandate of the masses, whereas capitalism will always lend to the individuals who succeed within it the power to distort the results of those democratic actions. Yes, this is not something exclusively spoken of by Karl Marx or whatever. Even Adam Smith talked about this. What if we had democracy without, like, lobbying? Well, we would still have news organizations, would we not? Can't you solve that with better democracy in the government and technocracy? You want a technocracy? You want our society to be governed by algorithms and machines designed by people unaccountable to you? Is that a society in which you would like to live? First past the post is a terrible voting system. I was being a little bit flowery when I said one man, one vote. I meant equal share of the vote. Technocracies don't fix the fundamental antagonisms or inconsistencies within a political system. Technocracies just make them smoother and cleaner, so pasty fucking Bay Area dipshits can jerk themselves off over how all the world's problems could be solved if only they could code the algorithm by which food is distributed from the farms to the grocery stores. Fuck that. And should there be a problem with this system? Should there be anything wrong with its implementation? We won't have a way to democratically redress it. That's not what technocracy means. Technocracy can mean a lot of things, and that is one of the things it can mean. Why is first past the post bad? Because it always leads to only two functional parties in a presidential system, and additionally it causes people to bias their own votes based on what other people are voting for. I think he means technocracy is an engineers and scientists running the world. Yeah, engineers and scientists who will use algorithms to... Wait, how do you think an engineer or a scientist would approach a problem like the optimal distribution of economic resources? Do you think it's uncharitable of me to say this is something which they might relegate to an algorithm, or to a series of mechanical or technological systems that wouldn't be understood by the average person? What alternative do you suggest beyond first past the post? Ranked choice. It's better. It's not perfect.
You just met the Sponginator.
Could capital infiltrate democracy in a market socialist society? It's always possible that the political circumstances change. There's no such thing as the end of history, but I imagine it would be far more difficult. Doesn't Maine have ranked choice? Maybe for state voting. You would say there's an acceptable amount of deferring to experts in a government, though, right? Yeah, of course. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with deferring to experts in certain areas, but the idea of a technocracy is fundamentally undemocratic. It's the idea that the average person isn't capable of weighing in on the issues that, you know, that matter the moments and seconds of their lived experiences. It's totally fine to defer to scientists when it comes to, like, you know, a climate issue, or engineers when it comes to, like, an infrastructural issue. But when we're talking about, like, political issues that are rooted generally in, like, the will of the population, this is absolutely something that should be deferred to the interests of the individual. I like liquid democracy, a mix of representative and direct democracy. And one of the representative components would no doubt be the the existence of, you know,
Feel like a
scientific
new
figures.
sponge.
Maybe another way. Maybe.
SpongeBob, help me find Patrick.
Oof. There's valid support for a lot of people don't understand issues and seem to be swayed easily by bad rhetoric. Yeah, but that wouldn't change in a technocracy. Who would appoint... Wait, here's the thing. Who would appoint the scientists and the engineers? Would they not be politicians who are trying to play the same political games they play today? I mean, Trump literally just threw his weight behind a doctor who talks about demons come. Like, do you really think, like, right now, if we just defer everything to scientists and doctors and what have you, that it's going to fix the issues with...
Sorry, lad, but the carnival is closed. A pesky robot has taken over me ticket booth. And worse, me money. If you help me get rid of that no-good robot, I'll give you a big reward.
Okay. Does that make sense? Look, the issues with capitalism are really complicated and long-standing, but that's like a basic list of things. Oh yeah, the GDP is definitely not a good way of measuring the well-being of the average person in a country. GDP per capita is a pretty fine way. Of course, Anton. No! Okay. Median income also works, yeah. Couldn't it be antithetical to the scientific process to have scientists in political positions? Like, could scientists in leadership positions bias their work to fit their agendas? I mean, yeah, that's totally a thing that could happen.
Pretty sparkly thingy. You sure gotta carry a lot of stuff around.
Ooh!
Ooh, a present for everyone.
That was kind of easy.
Oh, goody, another one.
Love seeing all the new people in chat who are asking me questions without tagging my name so I can't see you for shit. And this bitch's titties out. What is a groiper? It's like a term for like a bottom bear in the gay community.
Ouch.
What? Oh, damage? That's damage?
much
Okay.
better.
Yes, I understand radioactive.
I don't think SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right.
Where the fuck am I going right now? Can I show you my thesis? I mean, sure, I'll never read it, though. I don't have time for that shit. Are you kidding me? Is market socialism still capitalism? No. One of the most fundamental, one of the most essential components of capitalism is the concept of private property. And the private ownership of capital. I replied to Destiny shitting on Philosophy Tube with Yoda's a little harsh and came back with 21 notifications. Wait, is the drama still happening? Oh, I don't have the power. Can you explain what abolishing the commodity form means? Commodity form essentially just means making stuff so you can sell it. That's the commodity form. Because you're making commodities of things that exist. So when you decommodify something, you are essentially guaranteeing its access regardless of like capital resources. The one you mentioned earlier? Oh, I didn't know. Gotcha. Why is there this whole ice area, but there's nothing over here? What's the difference between social libertarians and libertarian socialists? I have no idea what a social libertarian is. People make up fucking political terms all the time. What are the potential problems with market socialism? Oh, plenty. It doesn't fully address alienation. You maintain the commodity form, which means that you have issues with stuff like the falling rate of profit being maintained. You still have capital. There's still a cultural obligation to work. There are still problems, but it's a transitional period. Shu calls herself a social libertarian? Oh, okay. Well. Look, I'll take it, okay? Isn't commodification just a natural result of the human tendency to want things and willing to be trade for other things? No. The existence of trading in markets is not the same thing as the existence of commodity markets. Humans will always trade, and there will always be markets. But there's a difference between having markets and having a society which is stratified to allow for the acquisition of capital, which can be reinvested to allow for the accumulation of more capital. It's a very, very different thing. No! Can you explain the difference between personal and private property? Yeah, sure. In the Marxist sense, personal property is stuff you use in your life, okay? Your toothbrush, your condoms, your fleshlight. All of these things are personal property. They're yours. You use them. Whereas private property is stuff that you own that serves in the production of capital. Like a factory that you might own, or a business you might own, or that sort of thing. In my case, the computers that I'm streaming from right now are kind of a little bit like private property, but I also use them for personal use, so... God damn it! The falling rate of profit has been debunked. Oh, that would be nice. If the falling rate of profit has been debunked, then maybe we don't have to be so doomer about selective commodity. Commodity production. There we go. Wait, did I even get anything for that? Is land considered personal or private property? Depends on what you've got in that land. Factory or a house. As long as it's your house, of course. Isn't private property more closely linked to the concept of absentee property, not related to use itself? No, because if you're like a factory owner, it's possible that you go there and you know, work the shit out of that factory, but it could remain private property. Though that's definitely a component. How do you draw the line between personal and private property without abolishing the latter? Is abolishing the latter necessary? Well, abolishing private property is a pretty big step for socialism, so let's say, yeah. Fuck! I'm bad. Would the stock market exist in socialism? The stock market would most certainly not exist under socialism. I don't think it's just making money off a thing you own for it to be considered private property. No, no, no. Capital. Not just money, but capital. Video games. How would you describe your ideology? Can we just call me a libertarian socialist so I can stop getting in stupid fucking dick-slapping fights with other dumb fucks on Twitter? What do you mean when you say capital? Ari username, I've seen you in chat for a while. I know you know that. Are you just baiting questions out of me? All you people who are asking me questions, do you... You know everything you're asking me, don't you? You're just trying to get me to talk. Alright, that's enough fucking questions. Fuck all of you. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is like Ice 9. Holy shit. I just froze the entire ocean. That's horrifying. All the people who are in the lake are dead. This is horrifying, just so you guys know. Alright, that's it. You dipshits want to keep asking questions. You got a dono. Sorry. I only interact with donations. I'm a big boy now. That's all I got time for. Where's that other one? Are we still socialist if you donate? You're extra socialist if you donate. I feel like I've done everything I can here now. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm over here now. Nice. Well, thank you, Vanilla Fender. Whoa. Whoa. Paper on the econometer of the tendency of the rate of profit to fall. Conclusion indicates that there tends to be a yearly decline in the rate of profits. Okay. All right. Well, that would affirm the theory. Where's the throwable thing? Convince me to not go back in time and stop America from being born. Well, if that happened, then I wouldn't be born. That would make you sad, right? That was it? This whole everything was just so I could laser snipe that one guy? Really? Can we go back to nip slip and sex tape controversies? This shit is whack. Take me back to 1999. Dude, here's my issue. All those, like, nip slip and sex tape controversies weren't even hot. The nip slips is literally just like a little bit of areola, and the sex tapes back then were grainy VHS pieces of shit. Fuck that, okay? Fucking boring, okay? Nowadays, I want there to be a sex tape released, and it's like a 42-minute edited fucking HD 1080p goddamn thing, okay? I want fucking femboy sex tape leaks for clout, okay? That's what I want RTX. I want surround sound titties, okay? out with some disgusting straight singers I don't even know having a grainy sex tape release where they may or may not have fucking moaned slightly during climax, and in with Jeffree Star James Charles strategically releasing like a cinematic blockbuster porno or something like that, okay? I'm tired of the old world. I'm here for the new world, okay? He's 21. Yeah, that's what I was Googling. I didn't actually alt-tab to check who Jeffree Star was. I alt-tabbed to check James Charles's age. Look, it's dangerous out there, okay? Are you saying you want sexual footage of people released to the public without their consent? When I said tactical sex tape leak, just to be perfectly clear, what that means is that James Charles would record it and fuck and then upload it himself. That's what I meant.
Congratulations, SpongeBob.
That's all we're gonna get from this area for now. Tactical? Yeah, tactical. He's a virgin though, isn't he? I don't know. I've never even heard James Charles's voice. I was just thinking of like a young gay celebrity, but like an e-celebrity, not... What about a Borisenko sex tape? Yeah. Yes. He was on ContraPoint's canceling? Yeah, I think so.
I love opening presents.
Oh, Ghostly Hen, I love you, but that is a degree of investment that I will never... I don't care about anyone that much. What's the next area? Oh, here we go. I feel like Little Nas would do that more than James Charles. I don't know. I don't know any of these people. Oh, shit!
I have brought you two here to face a great challenge.
I've got nerves of steel and muscles of sand.
And eyes of jelly. My Poseidon has been bleached by a mighty foe whom you must vanquish.
Bring it on, Your Highness! Bring it on!
In this corner,
Terrifying.
defending the Poseidon, a small square guy. And his challenger, a huge murderous robot shaped like a squirrel. Look, it's a giraffe.
I think I need to get home to feed Gary.
Oh my god, it's fast. Oh.
SpongeBob has an opening, but will he get the drop on the robot?
I don't know. Yeah, this is some FNAF
has
shit.
An opening, but will he get the drop on the robot? Great Barrier Reef!
I love it. I love the commentary. The man behind the slaughter.
Left itself vulnerable.
Since you've been gone, I've been singing this stupid song so I could ponder the sanity
SpongeBob
of
has
your
an
mother.
opening, but will he get the drop on the robot? Now the robot's taking a beating out there. SpongeBob has an opening, but will he get the drop on the robot?
Oh, letting it out. You were getting into the sweet spot of your vocal range? Really? You're saying that was like my calling to sing the Tombstone song?
I wanna play! I wanna play!
Oh, all right.
What? Okay. Bounce and throw the head.
Oh,
Okay.
close encounters of the painful kind.
Are you actually tone deaf or not? I'm not. I don't think I come off tone deaf. Oh.
The robot's losing its head.
Wait. Off the ring? Yeah.
What a shocking takedown by Patrick.
Sing the FNAF 5 song? I don't know the FNAF 5 song. I remember the first 3?
Bling! The old clothesline move.
Oh.
I don't think SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right.
Looks like
What's the
Patrick
third
has
one
a big
again? It's
opportunity here. Oh, nice flying.
The third one.
Head thing move by Patrick.
Die in a Fire, that's what it's called. Whoa! Oh yeah, that song's sung by a woman though. I don't know if I could. I can't really visualize or audio-wise. I can't really imagine like the pitch needed. I hope you die in a fire.
Wow, I've never seen such an electrifying match.
Your turn, SpongeBob.
Oh?
You can train your voice to be more feminine. Yeah, I could. Why would I want to though? Women suck. Have you ever seen one?
I feel like a new sponge.
Spling! The old clothesline move.
What? I wasn't touched by that. Ooh.
There's the robot's vulnerability. Let's see if SpongeBob goes for it. Oh, what an uppercut!
Dude, this announcer is really selling the conflict here. You and Destiny actually the Saint and Dictator from the Cat's Cradle? God, I hope not. That story does not end positively.
Nice move by SpongeBob. This match is just about over.
Dude, what? That's a terrible thing to say as an announcer. Wow, they did a great job. Things are probably done here.
That robot is down and staying down.
Cool.
What an upset here at the Poseidon. That was quite a battle. Tell him what he's won, Johnny. It's a new power, the Bubble Bowl. But wait, there's more. A golden spatula. And that's not all. A gift certificate for $5.32 to Dean's Little Shop of Dried Fish Flakes and Flowers.
Oh, thank you.
Dried
all
fish
means
flakes.
So much. I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
Cry all you want, but not here. We just wax the floors.
Can I play Animal Crossing New Horizon or Five Nights at Freddy's for the
Hey,
Marxist? I will
Plankton.
never play Animal Crossing. I might play FNAF at some time, though. When are we getting FNAF 18 or whatever it is?
Yes.
I was just wondering why all the robots seem to be coming from inside the chum bucket.
Have they? I really haven't noticed.
Yeah. And then there's that big flashing neon sign that says Robot Headquarters.
SpongeBob, I'm your friend, right?
No, not really.
Exactly, and as your non-friend, I worry about you. Like right now, you're thinking too much. I'm worried you might really hurt yourself. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna think for you. This way you won't hurt yourself, and you can just keep working on getting me into the chum bucket.
Thanks, Plankton. You're the best non-friend a friend could have. No more thinking for me.
Head empty. No think. Head empty. Okay, so we now have...
Let me teach you how to bowl a bubble.
Okay.
Press this button and you'll bowl a bubble that can knock down.
Okay.
Remember though, the bubble bowl only.
Got it.
What is that little bowling pin that appears? That's so weird looking.
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like victory.
Oh, guys, this is the point. Guys, this is the point in the IGN review. Guys, what? Guys, I can't. Guys, I can't. I can't hit it. The wind up for the bubble takes me off the path. I can't do it. Ben Shapiro singing. Is this the Dame Dame? Is it that thing? This game is broken. Bakamitai. No, it's actually I'm singing. Okay, this is the last distraction.
There, out in the darkness, a fugitive running, fallen from God, fallen from grace. God be my witness, I never shall yield till we meet face to face. Till we meet face to face. He knows his way in the dark.
You guys hate. He's actually quite a bit better than average. The reason you're cringing right now is because it's Ben Shapiro. I'm squad W in all of you. He's certainly quite a bit better than me. H-Bomb Fake posted about you? Wait, is that true? Can I...
I'm rollerific.
Oh. Let me go! That's very true. This is the last thing I'm checking. Ray? Thanks, Ray. Ben's singing is all flash, no style. Ah, yes, opposed to mine, which is all substance. Dame, dame. I don't know the lyrics to that shit. No! No! Okay. So wait, where am I right now? Am I just like next? Oh, I'm just next to the house. Oh, okay, I see. It's like a... Down pros the $5. Not trying to be harsh, but when you say you're dumb, I think you mildly preach anti-intellectualism. Preach might be the wrong word. Contribute to? How am I contributing to anti-intellectualism for lightly chiding myself? I don't actually think I'm stupid. I'm just, you know. Hey, listen, I love you. Don't worry, I'll be okay. Game is kind of loud. God, I fucking hate you people so much. Wait, is this following me? Oh, I see. Oh, it's just to make me go move around faster. Okay. It's too quiet now. Okay. All right, where to next?
Sandy, your dreams
Oh my God.
SpongeBob. I got a treehouse chock full of robots, and it's all your fault. So get in there and clean up your mess.
Okay. Sandy, I'm dying. I'm literally dying.
You just met the Sponginator. Cha-ching! Just my size.
God damn it.
Stop! You're...
Sandy is such a fucking ANCAP, dude.
I feel like a new sponge.
Alrighty then. That's much better. I suppose you'll be needing this more than me.
Water? Can I get the water? Okay, I guess I'll just die here. How nice of you to help Sandy stuff her sopping hole. Okay, listen, this is only a little bit related, but you know what's really weird to me? Why the fuck do people draw and then jerk off
like
to cartoon porn of unfuckable cartoons, okay? Like Sonic. What is with Sonic, okay? They all look fucking disgusting. So why is there so much Sonic porn? Rogue is fuckable? No, none of them are. You can't take a disgusting gremlin body with a head 2 times the size of the torso, with eyeballs that are physically touching one another, with like a disgusting DreamWorks smirk, and then put tits on it, and suddenly it's fuckable. You people would jerk off to anything. You'd staple tits on a fucking brick, and you people would draw fan art of it.
Wow! Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy! My heroes! Hit me with a water ball. Hit me, hit me, hit me.
Yeah, we don't do that stuff anymore, kid. We're retired.
Is that the TV repairman?
No, it's that excited sponge kid again.
Oh, are you sure he can't fix the TV?
Mermaid Man, 'twould be my greatest honor to fix your television.
Ooh, nice. Nice camera clipping.
Goodie!
Hey, sponge kid, you really want to help out?
Oh boy, would I!
Okay then, but lighten up a bit on the enthusiasm, huh? You're making my bowels act up. We've got
Old
little
people
problems.
humor. Wait, where am I going?
Is it the
Ew.
Why does the TV need repairing? Wait, what? Wait, I just had to hit it with my bubble wand?
Another find for Patrick!
This is so surreal. Liminal spaces. All I see around me are familiar faces. Liminal spaces. Na 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 na. Yeah, I've played Psychonauts.
Mermaid.
You shouldn't sneak.
Sorry, Mermaid.
Wow, that was so much dialogue that I just skipped.
It's not just any sponge, it's Super Sponge.
How is jerking it to Sonic porn different than Monster Girls? Okay, listen. Getting into Monster Girls doesn't mean you can get into everything, okay? It's like, dude, what's the difference between Monster Girls and fucking your car's exhaust pipe? Dude, it's like a it's a girl and it's like a monster. No, shut the fuck up, okay? There are standards to this thing, all right? This is the problem with you fucking degenerate postmodernists, okay? You fucking neo-Marxists, all right? You take a good thing, Monster Girls, you take a good thing, and then you fucking ruin it by saying, okay, there are no standards anymore. That PragerU fucking video about leftists destroying art is totally right, okay? The standards for art have decreased over time. You people will accept anything now. All furries are equally degenerate. Shut up. That is factually incorrect. There are absolutely furries who are more degenerate than other furries, okay? You are not all standing together on this one. There are wide gulfs. There are grand chasms that divide different furry communities, okay? Is inflation porn degenerate? It is, yeah. It is degenerate.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Vor is extremely degenerate.
The Mermelaire. Secret for
Squidward, am I happy to see you?
How's Squidward
And not just
here?
the kind of happy you feel in the front of your knees, but the kind of happy you feel in the back of your elbow. Oh, you'll never believe what's been happening.
What?
Yeah, I've already been briefed by the geriatric duo, but oh, look.
Oh,
Isn't all porn degenerate? No, not all porn is degenerate. All sex is degenerate. Stop skipping. No, I will skip. What about feminization? Feminization is fine. There's nothing degenerate about that. What is degenerate supposed to mean? It means I don't like it. What's the most degenerate kink? Okay, for me, it's like intentional gross out stuff, okay? You know, nothing bothers me more than this, okay? This is my fucking nightmare, alright? This is my fucking nightmare, okay? It's when I'm loading up my dojins, okay? I'm looking for some good stuff, alright? I'm looking for some big, fat, meaty cocks, okay? I'm just for some thick, creamy-ass loads, okay? Going in all the holes, everywhere, okay? I'm here for it. I'm ready, okay? Now, so I click on a dojin, everything looks good. The art of the cover, it looks good. The art, it looks good. I see the girl. The girl's cute, not like generic anime girl, whatever, okay? And then we get into the story, all right? And the girl is fucking at a theme park or something, okay? All right? She's having a good time, and then all the suited mascots approach her, okay? Everything so far so normal, okay? All right? A few pages later, they pull out their gigantic 2-foot-long meaty cocks, and yep, there it is. Yep, there it fucking is. You guessed it, smegma. Just pounds of greasy, yellow smegma, just packed underneath the cockhead. Just absolutely grounded. The girl bends down and she takes a lick, and the internal monologue says, Wow, that's really smelly. And then the guy grabs the back of her head and makes her throat like 4 feet of cock in one thrust. And then afterwards she pulls out and there's like smegma on her lips or some shit like that. That's the worst. Hello, Shiwan. Hey, fuck, what is up here? Anyway, the point that I'm trying to get at is that that's the worst. Thoughts on Ugly Bastard? I mean, I hate the Ugly Bastard trope, but it's way worse when they try and do the gross out smell stuff as well. Some people just take stuff way too far, man. Like, some people just go way the fuck too hard with it. It's really, really disgusting. Like, if you're into, like, musk or, like, smelly, like you smell, like you just, like, did a run and you kind of smell, like, a little smelly or whatever, like, okay, whatever. There's an argument for that. Because then, like, your pubes smell really sex, like sex or, like, hormones or whatever. There's an argument for that. It's not necessarily my thing, but I get it. But man, when you're thrown in the smegma, you are lost, my friend. Wait, how does this work?
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like...
Yeah, Spud?
Victory.
Is that what you're smelling? Angel Patrick? Oh, yeah. These are the lowest views you've got in a while. Thank you, Real John Bones. I appreciate you reminding me. That's it. It's the end of the...
Job. Oh, no! Throw the throw fruit!
Wow, that isn't even trying to sound like the original Mermaid Man.
Throw the toe. You might want to be quick about it. I tend to explode. I mean, they tend to explode.
Wow, that is like... That's not even in the same fucking zip code. The OG died? Yeah, apparently the OG and everyone who ever sounded like the OG died. Jesus Christ. Vaush found a really great hentai artist one time, so I check out their Pixiv and just found tons of images of anime girls shitting. Was very sad. Oh, true. Nothing feels worse. Nothing feels worse. Hentai is too risky, but there's so much good hentai. There's a really good femboy doujin artist, but all their stuff is filled with scat, and it's so disappointing. Yeah, I mean the biggest like sadness from the hentai is just that so many good artists are pedophiles. They just draw lolicon. Like that's it, you know. That's the real fucking downer. It sucks more than anything else. You forgot the magical amputee hentai? I mean, that doesn't really, like, offend me. Like, I guess it's not, like... I guess having a kink for amputees isn't, like, super normal, but... I mean, I don't know. It's not, like, gross or anything. Yeah, they're just people with, like, less limbs than normal. Okay, but N-hentai tags anything with flat-chested ladies lolicon. I don't know about that. A lot of those lolicon artists go out of their way too. It's never just like they don't ever just go like draw like small, like young-looking girls or something, it's always the lolly dojin will always start with, "Wow, I sure did have a great time today in middle school. Oh, hello there, teacher. Oh, you need me for something?" They always, "Oh, hello, Ajax. Holy shit." I'll check that in a second, I guess. That's the translators? Oh, that's the Wait, what if that was true? That would be like the greatest conspiracy in the history of the fucking world, dude. Oh, yeah, true, Hyena, true. That'd be the greatest fucking conspiracy theory ever. What if all these fucking hentai artists just like drawing small girls, but then all the translations are like, "Hey, just got done with my junior teaching accreditations, teaching at this middle school as an adult. I'm just very short." And then like then she fucks like one of her coworkers or something, and the translators are like, "Let's just make her a kid." What if we could get rid of all lolicon just by rewriting the dialogue? That'd be pretty pog. How do you feel about torture porn? I don't really know. I don't really watch it. Probably not good. Oh, well, Kelicon, then that's not just amputee fetish. That's like mutilation fetish. You'd have to do a lot of redrawing for that. All towers reset. Oh. Honestly, I'm trying to turn them all inward.
Up we go!
They all look like children, though. Usually in anime, like looking like a child is very subjective. Because everyone just kind of enters like the unreality zone of anime art, where they all just look like big-headed, like dumb fucks. And a lot of it is just context clues, you know? Like, have you guys seen Nichijou? All the adult characters from Nichijou, if drawn into a hentai comic, would look underage. But in Nichijou, they all look they all look fine, because that's like the art style, you know? Okay, wait, hold on. We need to... Where's this block? Right. Oh no. Boys, we found another IQ test. What do you think about pegging? I don't know. Do it if you want to. Don't even bother with this puzzle? Are you saying this is so difficult that like people online gave up or something? I just wish I didn't have to throw the fucking watermelon. I wish I could just use my belly blast. It's super easy, you just gotta think about it. I'm not good at that. Because I'm a dumb fuck. I'm just gonna look for the solution. I don't give a fuck about this right now. Hit every third button? Okay. I'm a smart fuck. I figured it out. You have to hit every third button. It's nice to see a low viewer stream every now and again. What? That's just how it works. Why am I being negged? Let's do it really fast. Wait, am I even doing this right? I found the solution. I still think I'm doing it wrong. Check this belly blast. Oh.
We sure gotta carry a lot of stuff around.
Yeah, seriously, what the fuck? What is happening? Just as I planned.
Ouch! Ouch! Ouch!
Ouch! Fuck! I'm glad everyone took so well to ooh.
Hey, this is mine!
Hey, this is mine! Hiya, SpongeBob! It's called acting. That's the voice. Yeah, I really, after spending fucking 20 minutes on that puzzle, I really feel like I'm in the Patrick zone, if you know what I mean. Okay, where to next? What was the point of all of that?
You did it! Now I can get some sleep.
Who is this meant to be? You did it! Mermaid Man! Evil!
Well,
What do you need all that power for?
why my foot bath, of course.
Old
Here, have a-
people. It's an old people joke. Planned. How am I meant to get up there? It's like a whole other...
Why is a whistle?
Okay, so the way up there... What do you say to the idea that raising the minimum wage would hurt small businesses and make goods cost more? I've never seen any evidence to indicate that an increase in the minimum wage increases the cost of commodity goods, for one. And for two, yeah, it would hurt small businesses in some cases. And if your small business can't afford to pay a living wage to the people who work there, then I don't think that your small business is profitable enough to be worth preserving. The death of small American businesses is not coming from fucking minimum wage increases. It's coming from the monopolization of capital into these mega sized corporations. No, Unite the Left. I didn't see any of that. Do a segment on Donut Operator. Yeah, I'll do Donut Operator eventually. I've got a long backlog of content that I need to get through. Also, just the cop shit is so fucking boring to me. I know it's important, but it's so goddamn boring. Pickle rare. Unite the Left. I do not think that Train... Wait, are you saying that Train took a relatively left-leaning position and Devin and Destiny both dogpiled him for it? Oh, it's like a little bestiary. Whole chat was calling him a communist? Oh, shit. Damn, can you imagine me and Trainwrecks TV debating Destiny and Devin? Holy shit. That would be some triple S tier content right there. Babe, Heiner, are you here? Are you listening? Do you have any idea how fucking sick that content would be? Why not be a socialist instead of a syndicalist? Because your mom said she doesn't fuck socialists, but she was too stupid to know what a syndicalist was. So I slipped it by. It was a technical circumnavigation. No, that's okay, Hyena. Let's see. Has YouTube mailed you your 100K play button now? No! I'm at nearly 200K and I haven't even had my channel verified yet. How do I get up on the... No, I don't care. How do I get up on the top? What's the best way to deal with trans people and non-binary people in prisons? I mean, we just need to make our prisons less of a fucking rape pit. Can we do that? I did, NRB. Like in a well-functioning prison system, prisons should be able to be co-ed. Oh, do I have 25? Oh, I have 26. Oh, shit. What are good suggestions for not making prisons a rape pit?
Depths of Rock Bottom, home of strange creatures and souvenir T-shirts.
Oh, SpongeBob, and the robot.
I don't really care. Or I'm sorry, I don't really know, to be honest.
I love opening presents.
There are so many things wrong with American prisons, it's actually fucking insane. Oh. Fuck that kid. The Nordic model of prisons is super based. Yeah, well, the only reason the Nordic model of prisons works there is because... Is there just no way to approach? Do I have to bowling ball?
Solo Rama!
Oh my god, he lasers the... What the fuck? The only reason it works is because they don't have as many prisoners as us. If Norway had the same amount of, like, prisoners per capita that we did, the Nordic model would bankrupt their country.
You've just met the Sponginator.
Nice. Pog. The first and most obvious step is to reduce the population of our prisons. We just don't need the amount that we do. The next thing that we need to do is we need to reframe how we think of maximum and minimal security prisons. Right now, we tend to think of maximum and minimum security prisons in relationship to the threat that these people pose to our state and to our institutions. But I would say that we should probably reframe these prisons and think about them as how much of a threat they pose to each other. One of the biggest sort of crimes of the American criminal justice system is the fact that we don't really streamline or organize anything for the betterment of the prisoners. Because people will say, like, oh, you want to spend money on those criminals? Well, the issue is all of these factors contribute to increased recidivism, which means that we're invariably paying for all this at the end of the day anyway. What's that old quote, you know? You judge the strength of a society's values based not on how it treats its most respected citizens, but how it treats its lowest.
I feel like a new sponge.
Very important.
Time for a little sleepy sneak.
Nice.
Just my size.
Is there a positive case to be made for capital punishment, hypothetically? I mean, hypothetically, you can make an argument for pretty much anything. I don't know. I don't think there's a good practical argument to be made for it. Let's see if they respond. Oh, there we go. Mr. Shapiro? Hi. Oh, your mic's not working? Okay, well, get it fixed. That's cool. I'm just playing SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Yes, I know you're a big fan. You beat it in what time? Really? Oh, you did the underpants skip. Okay, that makes sense. I thought we were doing a no skip run. Okay. If that's the case, your time is actually pretty unimpressive. Just like you, Ben. How would you hear him if his mic wasn't working? He's typing. There we fucking go. you get this, Texas will definitely go blue in November. Dude, can you imagine? Do I know Big Joel? Yeah, I know Big Joel. Can you imagine if Texas goes blue? Oh god, that's gonna be so pog. Can we schedule a debate about race abolitionism? I think it'll go a long way to making America great. The debate or race abolitionism? I'm already a race abolitionist. Do you think race abolitionism is bad? No, I've already got a huge backlog of people I need to
like
debate.
a spring breeze.
Anything now. No talk? No. But I love you. The hardest part of my job is responding to 20 to 30 people a day telling them that I don't have time to talk to them. That's the hardest part of my job. The fuck are you? This is literally just a regular Bikini Bottom resident, but with an extra eye.
I feel like a new sponge.
That person's probably not going to respond. There was a person who donated like $25 the other day while I was doing the Ben Shapiro segment, who kept donating to tell me how I was wrong about this or that or the other. And I didn't see their messages when they DM'd me in Discord, and they said, oh, we can debate later. And I was like, okay, I'll be there for your next stream. But who knows if they actually will. Thus is the dishonesty of man laid bare.
Take that!
No! Stop! When am I debating that insane Caitlin Borisenko fan? Oh, they backed out. They said they didn't want to because they're not proficient at debate. It's a shame. That would have been really, really good content, too. I really, really want to talk to, like, the normie. Can you please define race abolitionism? Google isn't helping. Okay. You know how people have different ear shapes?
I love opening presents.
Like there are multiple types of ear shapes people can have. Some people have attached earlobes, some people have detached earlobes. It has nothing to do with race, but some people just have different ears. Well, in spite of the fact that there are notable biological differences between different groups of people and their ears, the fact remains that we don't treat ear shape as a component of one's race. Imagine a society where instead of skin color being the characteristic we organize racial groups around, it was ear shape. Seems silly, right? Well, it's also pretty silly that for centuries, white intellectuals have been trying to justify racial apartheid by repeatedly falsifying information on the biological differences between different racial groups. They've been trying very hard to push a narrative that just doesn't seem to match up very well with the data. So my argument is that we should treat skin color and what we currently call race the same way we treat ear shape. These are physical differences. They exist. They're biological. And that's it. Nothing else. Nothing fancy. We don't have to make it a race thing. Some people are different.
Up for a game of SpongeBob?
What the fuck? How much are you enjoying this game? I am. The main problem I have with this game is that it feels aimless. Spooky. Unlike like a Mario game or something to that effect. I was picking up a minor disinterest from you. Ah, that must have been your small brain. Misleading you as it often does. Any other mistakes you've made lately? Any life decisions you want to take back? Go up. Collectathons definitely have an open, empty feeling to them. I think it depends. Banjo-Kazooie never felt that way to me. Donkey Kong 64 did a little bit. That is okay, Big Ash. I don't particularly care. DK. Donkey Dick. Where's the song do I remember? What's the first line of the DK rap? Help me out here. Oh, yeah. So they're finally here, performing for you. It's the... Wait, hold on, sorry. I need to hear it so I can...
Here we go.
The words you can join in too. Put your hands together if you want to clap as we can take you through this monkey rap. Huh, DK. Donkey Kong. He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, 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 ah! Ah, oh! And I forgot the rest. Where am I right now? Oh yeah, his coconut gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. He's bigger, faster, and stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. DK. Donkey Kong. And then I always remember the one for Chunky Kong. You know, god damn, Sandy. He has no style. He has no grace. This Kong has a funny face. He can handstand if he needs to and stretch his arms out just for you. Oh yeah, that's Lanky. Wait, what's Chunky again? How does Chunky open up? Where am I going? Wait, why is Chunky dead? Is that a meme I'm not aware of? Okay, where the fuck am I going? I'm getting peeved. These levels are made up of so many tiny, broken apart pieces. Sock.
Feeling refreshed. Ooh, do I really have to carry Patrick's socks?
Lone Cat, you just typed out so much on furry art. What are you doing? Squishy art that isn't detailed or erotic, but it's solid lines, decent good art, hyper well colored stuff, pay site content. Lone Cat, that's so many words on furry porn. Where am I going? Line work does matter a lot, though. Here's my hot take, okay? Way too many porn artists over-rely on rendering.
So, can you give...
I would've...
Way too many porn artists over-rely on rendering, okay? They have shit-ass line work that conveys nothing. And then they're like, okay, time to spend 8 hours fucking painting in shadows. Very unsatisfying, okay?
You've just met the Sponginator.
Hirame, oh, there's the museum. Okay. Hirame, who's a hentai artist I'm rather a fan of, does a really fucking good job. A really, really, really good job of making, like, flesh look supple and pliable and fuckable without any rendering whatsoever. It's just all line work. Very, very good stuff. Very powerful. Nothing turns me off more, personally, than when I'm rolling one out, when I want to blast a fat fucking load, and then I pop up some, like, some fucking line work that looks like it was done by a fucking infant, and but then, like, it's fucking hyper-rendered and shiny. That shit is not good. Describing skin like a serial killer? You guys are fucking weirdos. Flesh, like drawing flesh. What do you mean? That's what it's called. It's called flesh. That's the name of the thing you're drawing.
I feel like a new sponge.
What do you prefer? Draw the suppleness and the tension of the skin? What flesh sounds perfectly fine there. Do you not say meaty when you like grab a cock? Does that mean you're a fucking cannibal? Because you're relating it to meat? No, because I'm a vegan. You can be a vegan cannibal. Flesh sounds detached and cold. Meat sounds juicy. Maybe it's just like the perspective you take, because as somebody who likes the drawing a lot, saying drawing flesh or rendering flesh better doesn't sound remotely weird to me. But I guess they just could be a difference. Cats being weird at being called meat is gross as shit. Wait, Heina, you've called my cock meaty. You fucking hypocrite. What are you talking about? No, like supple meat as opposed to flesh? Yes, calling it supple meat. I mean, unless you're being funny, you know? Like, I mean, if you're drawing, like, big, like, fucking ass and thighs and stuff, and you're like, yeah, drawing all this meat, I don't think there's anything weird about that. But if you're like, the way the meat of her lips wraps around the meat of his shaft, and then the meat of her fingertips collides with the meat of his cheeks, matched only by the eroticism of the meat of her eyes meeting the gaze of the meat of his eyes, then yeah, it's maybe a little. Yeah, there's the museum over there.
Well, I suppose it'll make Patrick happy.
Can you do an explanation of trade/protectionism like you did with your critique of capitalism? Yeah, so essentially, I feel like there's an issue with lefties who don't understand much in the way of economics, who substitute the idea of reducing capitalism with reducing global trade when they're not the same thing. One of the most relentlessly capitalistic eras of human inequality in America's history was the Gilded Era, and that era was highly protectionist. There's not really a relationship between economic equity in a country and, like, free and open trade abroad. In my opinion, it actually damages our ability to meaningfully advocate for socialism by engaging in protectionist trade policies for a number of reasons. All of which are complicated.
One less varmint.
What's the difference between anarcho-syndicalism and syndicalism? How cool you are. They're probably mostly concerned about the exploitation of workers in other countries by American capitalism. That's the thing, though. Reducing free trade doesn't really fix those problems. The issue is America will install tin pot dictators in other countries so that they'll be forced to enter into business deals with American companies on equitable terms for America, like a beneficial terms for us.
Warn me if that.
Okay, this is an interesting museum. Can't it be argued that protectionism in third world countries... Oh, listen, protectionism in third world countries is probably a great idea for them. I'm saying that making America protectionist would not make the world a better place. First of all, listen, there are predator and there are prey. Even if we stop engaging in the global market, that won't change the fact that... that doesn't change the fact that there are other countries out there that will take advantage of the power vacuum. Like China.
Better.
A lot of third world countries economically rely on the trade relationships that they have with America as well, meaning that a lot of them would suffer from massive economic crashes if we were to just pull out. God damn it!
Horny toads.
It's actually like pretty complicated. I'm tired. Fuck you. I think you need to be SpongeBob in this section, but... Well, that sucks for me then. Thanks. Yes, McFinley. What do you think about Trump banning TikTok? I mean, it's pretty dumb. He's not doing it to protect American data or fight China or anything. He's definitely doing it just because TikTok teens trolled him at his Tulsa rally. It's that simple. Like, there's no other reason. Trump doesn't give a fuck about China stealing your fucking data. At all. Not even slightly.
Ew.
I don't like the precedent being established here where, like, the ego of a president allows him to just ban social media platforms from the U.S. I don't think it's actually going to happen, but... Oh, you can just one-shot them from a distance. What the fuck? Sandy. Yeah, Zuck is dropping his own version of TikTok. I gotta get on that day one. When Facebook releases their TikTok, I gotta get on there fucking immediately.
Ooh. Do I really have to carry Patrick's socks?
There are some pretty legitimate reasons to be worried about TikTok. Yeah, but just flat out banning a social media app to protect the ego of our president isn't really like what precedent we're going to set for how we
Okay,
manage these situations.
that's better.
But they'll let people like Fuentes on when it releases. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%.
Toasted Tiki Texas style.
Fuentes is probably going to be like a fucking top 50 content creator in whatever Facebook's version of TikTok is going to be. Facebook does not give a fuck about moderating who's on its platform. Do you think Zuckerberg's
There's
version
another
will be
one.
popular? I have no
That's
idea.
awful
That's how I
pretty.
imagine it. What about the security concerns about China? If we actually had security concerns about China, then Trump wouldn't have just spent the past 4 years horribly mishandling our relationship with China.
Well, heck, that worked.
It's not why he's doing it. Why does the museum in Rock Bottom have so much art characters that don't live in Rock Bottom? What are your thoughts on Trump pulling troops from Germany? I don't know much about it. Great. Are you confident Biden will be sufficiently anti-China? Yeah, probably more so than Trump. Trump has never been anti-China. Yes, Dan. Well, yeah, no! What should we do about the Uyghur genocide? Why the fuck are you asking me these questions? I don't know. You know what they should do? They should just move. That's what they should do.
That's for messing with Texas.
Why don't the Uyghur Muslims just move to America, dummy?
Buzz off, you little pest.
China have way better working memory than humans. The one thing they got in us, a child chimp is better than us. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I read China has a better working memory than humans. Okay. Sorry. Chimps have a better working memory than humans. The one thing they got in us, a child chimp is better than us. Damn, we suck. All humans got is our big brain, our big cocks. We do got those things. We can rock the world of any other species on Earth, save elephants and maybe horses. That's what you call backwards compatibility. And whales, yes, thank you. Why is Destiny doing this anti-left shit? He's such a good ally. But his reasons are his own. I don't really care. It's unfortunate, but I mean, as long as Destiny is fighting fascism, yeah. Right now, a lot of lefties are on this. I don't get it. A lot of lefties are in this big like, this is our time to defeat liberalism, motherfucker. This is our time to defeat fascism. Okay, that is the time we are currently in. This is not the time to start allying with other extremists on the right in our shared hatred of
You can thunder all you
liberalism,
want,
okay?
but I'm still coming
Now,
for you.
ideally, we could tackle liberalism and fascism at the same time, but frankly, we are not winning against fascism very well on our own, and I'd really, really like it if we could not do what Nazi Germany did and fight a war on two fronts. Okay? That's all I'm asking for, right? Destiny can do whatever dumb shit anti-left stuff he wants. Fine, have fun, fantastic, okay? As long as he's explaining to people why fascism is dumb, they'll all be okay. Besides, Destiny's fans are pretty easy to move over. The full-on leftism.
Well, I
would
suppose
know.
it'll make Patrick happy.
Let's not do what the KPD and SPD did in Fine March Enemy. Yeah, true. Oh, I missed a sock. My sock! Do you think the new TikTok will be a neo-Nazi hellhole? Yeah, probably.
Ooh. Do I really have to carry Patrick's socks?
Have I gone over Abby Shapiro yet? No, here, allow me to. Big mommy milkies. Oh, big juicy milkers, so round, so big titty, big Columbus, big nipple spray, milky slurp, mommy. There. Oh, okay.
I love opening presents.
Thanks, our username.
I feel like a new sponge.
Gonna come just thinking of them. No. Did they do it?
Gary, you're on an awful long walk.
Thoughts on Leafy? I don't know. I don't know. I watched a couple of videos from Leafy after hearing about them for ages, and I was actually astonished by how, like, unimpressive they were. Like, all the Leafy videos, like, I'm not even talking about the politics or anything. Just, like, the Leafy videos were just, like, really lazy. I saw the one on Pokemon, it was, like, just a dumb video. Like, yeah, it's just kind of boring. I'm actually really, really surprised that he's popular. Also, didn't Leafy leave YouTube because he was bullied for his appearance and it harmed his mental health? Isn't it a little weird for somebody like that to then come back and call people ugly? Because he looks a little like a gremlin. He also made a career off making fun of people. Oh, so that's why the reason the first video he made in like 3 years was him calling iDubbbz a simp. So it was like a long-standing beef. You know what really makes me despair? Oh, that's actually really pathetic. If he left YouTube because of iDubbbz, and the only time he felt safe to come back was when other people were making fun of iDubbbz, like, oh, thank God my bully is gone. That's actually really sad. I don't know anything about iDubbbz or Leafy or whatever. The thing that really makes me despair is, like, Leafy...
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Leafy gets, he only goes for cheap shots now, Keem and what have you. Who, Leafy or iDubbbz? Or,
I've got much...
Has Leafy made fun? Has Leafy made fun of, Keemstar? Don't people generally avoid making fun of Keemstar because he's like super willing to sick his fan base? No, Leafy and Keemstar made the same attack the same people. Wait, do they get along or do they attack each other?
Take that!
I'm getting multiple information, or conflicting information. I don't care.
Plankton, you best not be stirring up no trouble.
Nonsense. I only want to help. Help crush you all under my rise to power.
What was that?
Nothing. Say, see those lasers there?
You mean them things that look like fancy washing machines?
To your puny brain, I suppose. You'll need to turn on each one of those in order to cross the last part of the Trench of Advanced Darkness.
This better not be some kind of trick, varmint.
Sure. It's so weird, like, when you make these videos, like, exposing these people. So, like, Ethan, or, H3H3 also made a video on Keemstar, but the video was just, like, saying really obvious stuff. Like, all the information he said, all the terrible stuff Keemstar has done, all this is, like, really obviously evident. And I feel like it's the exact same with all these people, you know? With like, Leafy as well, too. So, the idea of, like, I'm gonna make a big call-out video, I'm gonna fuck them up or something. But it's just like spending 5 minutes on, like, the Rational Wiki page for them. And reading it out loud, you know? It just feels like a very low-effort venture. Like, all this... It's not like you're doing any fucking investigative journalism or discovering new information. The H3 video on Team, I think, was a little more high effort than most of these videos, but still. The Leafy videos are just impressive to me at how low effort they are. I guess he doesn't have to try that hard with his fan base. I'm aware of tranquility. It's low effort, but it's effective. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I make high effort videos, but I do stream highlights, you know? I don't have as much of a problem with H3. At least H3 is not like nearly as bad as like Keem. It's all relative to me. In like the sphere of drama YouTubers, you know, I feel like most drama YouTubers. Actually, there's like 2 tiers of drama YouTubers. Okay, I feel like there's the gamer. These are like the warring kingdoms. Okay, there's the gamer drama YouTubers, and then there's the makeup drama YouTubers. And they're like warring kingdoms. They're very powerful, both of them. And the makeup drama the makeup drama YouTubers are usually pretty progressive. What? Okay. Are usually pretty progressive. I'm not like leftist or whatever, but. It's different tiers. Like Keemstar could probably make a video on like ContraPoints or something, and he could call her like the T slur, like a disgusting, like actually a man, ugly, 2 out of 10, whatever, and that would be like a normal Keemstar video, you know. But I don't think I would see that. I don't think I would really see that from the makeup like community sphere, if that makes any sense. Scarce actually shouts out Ethan Ralph. I don't know who Scarce is. Real John Bones, these drama channels kind of do last, though. Yeah, it's because the makeup communities have women in it. Unironically, though, there's like there's a meaningful difference there, you know? I feel like the gamer drama circle is like, let's dox these people, and let's ruin their fucking lives. And the makeup drama circles are like, let's point out that actually this beauty guru, while promoting their line, was actually wearing some generic dollar store makeup
Can't believe I'm
brand.
wearing SpongeBob's underwear.
Exposed. Like, the vibes are very, very different, you know?
Okay, that's better.
And also destroy their lives. Yeah, but like in a different way. Like with the apologies too, right? I don't know. Keemstar, like, is openly friends with Nazis, right? I guess Jeffree Star is too. What is with people named Star? I don't know. More like, oh.
Squirrel power!
Thanks. Which types of games could you see having the highest concentration of fascists? Cheap Steam hentai games, obviously. And
Better make good use of all these.
history, like civilization builder games.
Buzz off, you little pest.
Authoritarians love playing games like Hearts of Iron and furtively masturbating while imagining themselves committing the genocide. I don't know what's up with these people. It's pretty whack.
Gotcha. That's for messing with Texas.
The real thing that bothers me about the political engagement online is it feels like the default state for like a young guy is like basically like Nazi adjacent. Like the average 14-year-old boy playing Call of Duty, I feel like I could ask this person about anything and they would have only wrong answers, you know? I could ask them about like anything, about like gay or trans people, I could ask them about Trump, I could ask them about like race and IQ, anything, and they would always have the worst possible answer.
Can't believe I'm wearing SpongeBob's underwear.
I don't know, TikTok is radicalizing those. What? TikTok has plenty of conservatives. Did I not just fall through the floor? Did I? Oh yeah, War Thunder. War Thunder's got a lot. A lot of those types. I don't know, Vaush, I still think the Zoomers tend to be more progressive. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm just saying that nonetheless, it's irritating that it feels like the default political predilection. We're gonna get it. You can only bungee jump with SpongeBob? Is that what we're doing? Oh, it's a bungee jump thing. Oh. 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 CSGO is a lot of chuds too. Yeah, no, I just mean like, yeah, the young like gamer boy is just default for that.
Hey, you! Patrick needs to do laundry.
Nice. Ask any 13-year-old boy, you know, dude, feminism is cringe. What is it with Black Lives Matter? Like, racism's not a thing anymore. They just seem like triggers. I don't know. That females complain about rape too much. Like, you can just get any bad opinion. What? Dude, the grapple mechanics in this game are fucking broken. This is some broke-ass shit, okay? I'm losing money observing this. I don't know about teenage boys, but definitely gamers. I guess it just depends where you are.
Not as good as Texas barbecue sauce.
Where am I to go next? I don't pay attention during the cutscenes. This is like Dark Souls. Where? Didn't a thing get cut off by a laser? Where's the laser currently pointed? It's currently pointed this way. What got cut off? Yeah, Colican. But anyway, the ultimate doomer point that I'm trying to get to here is all the political... if I, like... Leafy has as many subs as Steven Crowder. Keemstar has more. These people are like the aristocrats of YouTube. And their general political leaning is reactionary. I will never have as much of a political impact as Keemstar. And it hurts. Yeah, and PewDiePie. Okay, guys, where's the thing? I'm getting triggered. I know this is the Dark Soul. I know this is the Dark Souls of SpongeBob games, but enough is enough. Is it this? Oh, it was this. Cringe. I see. Chill.
Feeling refreshed.
Thoughts on TF2 when I stream it in the future? I'm sorry, I can't play TF2 anymore. It's like a million years old. I'm sorry. I'm with the new hotness, okay? You're 2008. I'm 2008. You're 2000 late, okay? It's too much. Yeah, too many bots. Everything's jumbled. Everything's cringe.
Flying squirrel coming through.
Dude, I can't even hide behind the fucking rock? Go on a community server then? Fuck that. Also, I'm bad at fucking first-person shooters. I'm not letting you dipshits ruin this for me. Why is this ledge grabbing selective? There are a lot of parts of this game that are not good platformer material. No, yikes, CG. I don't need to cut up anything. How do you feel it being closer to 2050 than 1990? Good. Fuck 1990. All my homies hate 1990. God.
Okay, that's better.
Okay, there's gotta be... Gotta be a way to do this properly. Get her! Yes! All right, we cheesed. We cheesed our way up. Good job, team. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, that was a speed run technique that I got from AG to Q. Actually kind of a holdover from the first game. That's why it took me a couple tries. I had to, you know, try it out in the new physics engine, but it's doable. Rip. It's the same technique Shapiro used, exactly.
Toasted Tiki Texas style. Feeling refreshed.
Alright. If you go on a podcast, which one would you want to be on? Well, obviously the Joe Rogan Experience is like a super influential podcast that'd be, you know, pretty important to be on. More realistically, though, if I could ever get on the H3H3 podcast, I think that'd be a pretty good time. Unlike with Joe, I haven't shit-talked Klein a whole bunch, so there's more of a possibility there. Oh, I could have just done this. Oh, you've shot on Joe Rogan multiple times? Yeah, that's what I said. I wasn't in the thing!
Buzz off, you pest. Ew. Can't believe I'm wearing SpongeBob's underwear. Okay,
what?
That's better.
Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to approach this from a different angle or something. That was bullshit. Alright. Okay. Okay, dude.